So, as a reminder, these are the first parts of Dave's Spokesman skits that I put into an AI text generator where you seed it with a little bit of text and then it just sort of goes. You may be able to tell where the transition happens. And I'm only using this, if anyone's wondering, I'm only using this as a prop because it feels weird for the Spokesman to be on location and not have the microphone.
A microphone?
All right. Hey, everyone. Come on down to Dave's Furniture Warehouse and Meat Shack. Buy 3 couches, get a lamb shank for free. Dave's Furniture Warehouse and Meat Shack, now with 3 locations in New York. Offer not valid in New York. We actually have Dave's Furniture Warehouse stores in Albany, Rochester, and Utica. We even have a meat shack there in Utica, which I hear is pretty good, but they don't have what we have in the cities, like George Weber's shepherd's pie they sell for $12.99 a pound. You might think that lamb shanks and lamb roast are the same thing, but you're dead wrong. Lamb shanks are small, kind of like lamb chops, so they're kind of like tiny chops with a bone in and a bone out. Lamb roasts, on the other hand, are the one piece of lamb roasted whole on the spit, because they're not all that. So that was the first one. This is the one that has a bunch of other lines.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
do you need to build a thing? Forget it. But what about a different thing? You need wood. So zippity zoop on over to Dave's You Pick Lumber and Lumbar Support. We got all this fresh lumber, just cut it down. Bring tools though, we don't have them. Come on down and take your pick of our artisanal woods for things like building monuments to man's folly and sheds. Just look at this magnificent tree man. Now imagine chopping him down, cutting him into chunks, and turning those chunks into a coat rack or something else you don't really need. Never mind the trash cans, if you want to move these trees on, go ahead. We're packed up to the bottom too. If you find one too beat up, we'll cut you a deal. Pick your prices. We'll even build you a TORNHY if you really want to go that crazy. But you should already know this. Where will all the trees go? I guess that's the problem. How about you? What are you up to?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Man, I've got the weirdest next door neighbor ever. I'm gonna join you in this thing, just so I can see what it's like.
There's still no pets in the group homes, so none of us can have a pet in the apartment, which sucks, but we won't think about that right now.
I'm trying to get it to look like an Amish shack.
I'm trying to get my wall be a bookshelf.
I'm just trying to keep building until it looks good.
When it started adding dialogue for other characters, I was like, when did you think this was a script? This was a monologue. Okay, cool.
Dave's spokespeople?
Yeah. And finally, this... Just bear with it. All right.
Hunker down.
Just bear down.
Do you have tons of things that need to be taken out of your blood, but not enough money to pay for that kind of kidney magic? Limp on down to Dave's Discount Dialysis. At Dave's, they have a wide selection of reclaimed and refurbished dialysis machines so you can find the right one for your kidneys. Come into the drive-thru. They'll change your car's oil too. Basically the same thing. Mention this ad and the price for your first treatment will not be increased. Please don't mention this ad. Now here's where it gets weird. I ordered the above super duper shiny purple disc off Amazon.com, and before I hit publish on my fantasy story about how I saved the NHS millions of pounds, the web server lost power. And it lost power again, and again, and again. One moment I'd be fine, the next I'd be filing out a support ticket at 4 a.m. with the help desk folks of the NHS themselves. It was to the point where I'd literally have to go through my emails at night, deleting ones that were just expired messages with links I didn't click on, but which had the possibility of connecting me to a new internet honeypot. I was terrified. What if they got a hold of my Amazon account and used the stolen information to buy a nuclear missile? I thought to myself. God damn it. Then something kind of wild happened. Someone sent me a message via Facebook that literally said, "Don't worry, I can get you a kidney stone." It was from someone who had a little further in their day than me, 1,000 miles further actually, a medical student who was up for rotation in the intensive care unit where I was. We ended up chatting about kidney stones for over an hour, and over email and Skype, because I needed some distraction, and I began to explain about the disc and the whole Twitter thing, and that's how the kidney stone thing happened. This is the email I sent him. Hey, I bought an inexpensive laptop from a charity shop to work on a novel I am writing and it isn't been working. I'm in desperate need of a scanner or photocopier or something to do some typing. Please help. And he came through. Hey, I know this would be a lot of hassle to me and I really want you to have it. Here, go ahead and read this and let me know what you think. It's about a guy called Dave who can't get enough blood and buys cheap dialysis machines and moves them into people's homes. He will fix it up for you and then send you a copy to learn from. I read it and it made so much sense. So I took it to the hospital with me and emailed him to say I'd like to have it as soon as possible. Hi, my name is Beatrice and I'm really sick. I've been trying to reach Dave with no luck and I don't know where he is. Can you possibly find him? I need to get this out of my hands as soon as possible, and the next time you see him, just mention me and he might help me. Thanks so much. And he emailed back, Hi Beatrice, do you still have your disc? Is that what you call it? Because I can do that. If you don't want this, you can choose someone else's disc instead. Bus. Bus, 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 bus. I've got a disc from a complete stranger who is willing to take it out of my hands, but the first thing is going to ruin me. It's not like I have a life. This stupid disc is my entire life. And I don't want to be difficult. I just want to save the NHS millions of pounds and keep my job. But I really want this disc, and if he says no, I'll have to leave.